Hi everyone, I'm Annie and welcome back to the channel. For those that have been watching the channel, I always shop for a bargain or make things virtually for free or nothing. I do a lot of my own growing and stuff like that. But today I'm going to be making meat and leek sausages out of the World War II ration book. So I went shopping and these chorizo sausages were on special, well reduced. They were 96. I've got the glass on 96 pence. There's 4 in there, but for today's recipe, we are using leftovers and one of these for a bit of extra flavour. So we only need 2 ounces of cooked leftover meat. So that can be literally any meat you want. So if you've got chicken off the chicken carcass or you've got leftover roast meat, anything like that, this recipe uses it up. We're also going to be using a leek from the garden, some oatmeal. I haven't got any oatmeal, but I've got oats, so I'm going to grind that down into oatmeal and just some seasoning. I'm going to thinly slice the leeks and mince up the meat in the blender, and I will also grind the oats down to make oatmeal. So all we're going to do with the oats, plate to cover the lid over because I've got a bit missing. Put the oats in the blender. This literally is just morning porridge oats. Little fact about oats is they can actually help reduce cholesterol. They apparently, if you eat porridge and oats in any way, they act as a gel in your stomach that the bad cholesterol connects to. So that's if you had porridge and then this porridge in the morning and recipes like this in the afternoon, you're pretty much good to go. While I've got the blender out, I might as well slice up my leek. It will go in. Can do it by hand, obviously. Let's abandon that idea. Okay. We're just going to mince up this chorizo sausage in the blender. And there's a few bits of ham trimmings. That's good. Right. So now we've got all our bits ready. We're simply just going to saute off the leeks. Again, I've got some sort of, I don't throw away the fat when we do bacon and stuff. So I've got a bit of sort of like beef fat dripping stuff. And we're just going to saute this off for about 5 minutes. So you want to keep it moving. You just want to cook the leeks through with a little bit of browning. So I'm going to add the oatmeal. 4 ounces of oatmeal and half a pint of water. Put the water in, stir it up. I'm going to cook this for about 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. I'm going to turn it down now onto a low heat. You will find that all sausages that you buy anyway are full of fillers, and it'll be things like oatmeal and stuff like this, but at least you know exactly what is going into this recipe. A lot of processed sausages, you don't know what's going in. Obviously, we've got a little bit of processed ham there and the chorizo, but again, we know exactly what's going in. Moving it around regularly, you really don't want it to stick or burn, and it is on a very low heat now. I'm going to need some brown breadcrumbs, so I've got a couple of slices of bread. Going to blend that up and toast them off in a separate pan while that's cooking. Right, I think that will do. Just let that cool for a minute, and I'm going to put it back in the blender to crush it right down. This is nearly ready as well for the next stage. Really carefully going to get that in there. If you don't have any bread, you could use a little bit more oatmeal. Just grind that down. It's only a coating to put on the sausages. Going to add in the chorizo and ham mix. Actually, I could have done it the other way around. That would mix it in quite well, wouldn't it? Let's do that. You don't have to, like I just was going to do then, you don't have to do it this way. It's just, as it's all here and dirty anyway, I might as well just use it. I'm going to add a little bit of mixed herbs. About half maybe a teaspoon. This is optional. We're going to add some salt and some pepper for seasoning, not too much. go. Just going to make it into a bit of a shape because I need to divide it ideally into probably 8 sausages. You could add more spices, more meat, whatever you know, the meat ratio won't affect the cooking at all or the recipe. So if you wanted to use like smoky bacon or something like that, give it nice flavour. That's why I've got the chorizo in there. And 2 slices looks about right, actually. We're just going to make some sausages. If you wanted, what am I doing? If you wanted to freeze them, I would freeze them at this point, put them on on a tray on greaseproof paper and freeze them singly, and then you can vacuum pack them and put them back in the freezer once they are frozen solid. Going to use a bit more of our dripping. Bring you over here a bit. There we go. Gently turning them over so while there's still a bit of oil in the pan, because obviously the breadcrumbs will absorb the oil or fat, whatever you put in. Like I say, the nice thing about this recipe is everything's already cooked, so you don't have to worry about, you know, if it's not, sausages aren't cooked properly or whatever. Cooked to a nice golden brown. So I've had a little clean up while I was waiting for them to cool down a bit. So the texture is quite soft. It's different to what I'm used to. I I haven't made this recipe before, so I was quite interested to see how they all work. I would definitely put more spices and herbs and that in next time, and maybe even use a sausage meat. I mean, this recipe was to use up leftovers in the fridge, and for that it has done its job. But like I say, it would definitely need some more herbs and spices. You could put some curry spices or some garlic and stuff like that in there. If I was making this again, I would probably use probably an extra couple of ounces of meat, if I'm totally honest. This was from the ration book and I followed it to the recipe, but if I was to make adjustments, that's what I would do. I would use 4 ounces of leftover meat, add a lot more herbs and spices and stuff like that, just to give it that extra sort of meaty context. It's hard to say really, because you know, obviously they were working on very limited budget, and tastes and things would have been a lot different back then as well. When you don't have a lot of food around, this probably would have been quite a nice treat. Would I make this again? Not to this recipe. Like I say, I would probably do it with either mincemeat or smoky bacon. That would be, I think the smoky bacon would work better, but definitely needs a bit more oomph for me. But on a whole, a successful trial, but does need a bit of work. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it a little bit informative and give you a bit of a insight as to food that they were eating back in World War II, and gives you ideas on how you can stretch your budget at the moment in this cost of living crisis that we're in. Thank you to all those that have continued to watch. It's really been amazing. If you did enjoy the video, please give it an old thumbs up and a like and a subscribe if you're not already. Till next time, bye.